Right then, 125D video. So the only thing that we didn't film last time we had it out at Silverstone, if you watch that video, which was good, was Scott reversing into one of the massive posts that he'd walked around probably 20 times that day, maybe even more. So a bit of damage. Luckily we've got a body shop, sort that out. So we've not done anything other than the fuel system and the brakes on this car, and it's making Scott feel a bit ill. Especially if you look at the shelf, just full of parts, it's ridiculous. And look at how much they've all cost. So, we're happy with the chassis as standard. Obviously the DPF delete, that's sorted now, so hopefully that gives us a bit more. But now we want to start bolting all the bits on. So, pride and place here are these RECAROS podiums. These have took forever to come in, and they're absolutely beautiful. I would never have spent this much money on some seats, but Scott reckons Bitcoin profits are allowing him to spend this sort of money on. But I think these are the lightest seats, they're about 6 kilos, 5.9 kilos. They're the lightest seats that you can actually race, and they're still road legal as well. FIA approved and what have you. So pretty good if you go into Germany to the ring and you want to be comfy and held in well and not get your bum smacked for getting pulled on. I think a lot of people are on the edge with that sort of thing. But anyway, they are nice. If they're that nice, I wanted one in my car in the driver's side, but Scott said no. But anyway, so you come with all these. This is car specific fixings and deletes and all. I don't know what any of this stuff is. It looks too complicated for what it is. And then it's come with some side mounts as well, which these look nice. Not too light really, these probably weigh more than the seat. But yeah, Toby's gonna have a go at fitting them. Shroff harnesses, the usual. We've got a 4-point, oh these are red as well. We've got the 4-point for the passenger and a 6-point or a 5-point, I think, yeah, 6-point for the driver. So, Scott likes them. I think we'll probably leave standard seat belts in as well, but we'll see. And then this here, really nice. So this is like a modified armrest that's had the top took off, so it's just as flat as it can be. I think some competition cars have them. I think M4 competitions or something have one like this. This, the gear knob, handbrake handle, gear knob, and steering wheel have all been done by Steve at Edge Automotive, and I don't know where the rest of that is. I don't know how that all works, but surely Scott's got an idea. But yeah, done a really nice job. We've just got an Amarok in that he'd done all the dash and everything, and I think he's going to do Scott's Porsche as well. But anyway, so yeah, really happy with that. And this carbon piece here, I think that's what goes right, gear knob. This has come from, I can't remember that name now, I'm going to have to look it up again. Scott's been dealing with. This is from David at GMD Auto Bay, and looking at the quality of this, it looks really good, but we're going to get it, make sure it fits nice, and then Scott wanted to do everything in carbon, and he wanted to see what it looked like compared to the seats, which it's not as glossy, but I don't think you're going to get it that's like super glossy. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. And then another toe out because that one's bent on back. So yeah, Toby's going to try and get all the interior stuff done, as well as the roll cage from SW Motorsports. The only thing we're not sure on this is why it's so dirty, and that's because it's been stood for ages, and we might be missing some fixings. I think we've misplaced them somewhere, but we'll have a look for them and sort that out tomorrow. But hopefully he's going to get all this done. I'm at the track tomorrow, so I can't help him anyway, and I'm glad it means I'm not going to get involved in this. I hate doing these fiddling little bits. And then hopefully after this is done, we can start doing the suspension and the diff and all that. We've got absolutely all sorts to do on this. So if you want to see what we're going to do to it, look at the previous videos. There are some bits that we've got now that we didn't have then as well, so we'll talk about them as we get cracking. So let's leave it for Toby tomorrow, and hopefully I come back tomorrow night to a fully finished interior. So I'm not sure how much differently this looks to last time we saw it, because there's been a lot. I've been in it a lot, and Toby's been working on it a lot, but steering wheel's on, that's all nice. Seats are in, and when I saw all this in the box, I said to Scott, my worry was, this is the original base. There's like a subframe between, and then this Recaro side mount. It's just way too high. I'm like way higher than the standard seats. If I have my helmet on, I'll definitely catch my head on here, and it's not really that far sat up either. If anything, it's a little bit reclined. So I think we're going to have to resort to some other methods. So this is the plan we've got. These are what we make for, they fit quite a lot of different cars if you look at the listing anyway, but these are like a universal type seat base subframe thing, all relieved underneath and everything. So these will bolt down and then the seat will go straight on top of that, but we are going to have to use some different side mounts, which are not going to be Recaro ones, because they want 200 odd quid. They'll be OMP, but the same stuff really anyway, just a piece of bent steel. So we're going to get these fitted and see how that is, and then order another setup if we're happy with them. And then the reason it was so long delayed, I don't know where the best place to look at it is, but yeah, it's boot full of crap. But if we look here, we're waiting on SW to make this seat delete kit. So there's a piece there inside, and there's a piece here, so you can keep your boot then, which is pretty good. Obviously the Mini's not got this because it's got a smaller boot. So that was one of the delays. The cage needed a little tweak, and we needed to wait for them to make that. So we're a little bit up against it now because we're trying to get this, the Golf and the 330D ready for, Golf's getting ready for racing this weekend, and the 330D is going ready for a track day mid next week, and this is going to go mid next week as well, because the Mini's still on the ramp getting gearbox stuff done. So yeah, we're up against it, but it's about time we got all the modifications done on this. So I think we're going to try and get all the interior stuff done, then start concentrating on the suspension and stuff like that. If the only thing we can get done is the roll bars and the struts, we'll probably do that, and then we'll worry about the diff and stuff like that later. So yeah, a lot to do, not a lot of time, but we'll keep let Toby plug away and we'll go from there. so we're out at wait a minute because it's just mental in there. But basically, Toby's got the seats all fitted, all the carbon stuff on, so got carbon flappy paddles and all that stuff, which will be good for the track. All these carbon inlays are all in, which look sweet, really happy with it. Looks mint. These seats, now, I didn't like them at first when they were too high, so back and forth in Recaro and basically just sent all their crap back because it was a universal car specific kit, it turns out, which was a load of rubbish. So even none of delete devices for the restraint system, none of that worked, which is annoying. But one thing you can't really see, Danny might have to put it in, we've got some VAC Motorsports, like harness, sort of older device things. I don't know what you call them, the proper term will come up on the screen, I'm sure. But these are from Hack Engineering in the UK, which they're absolutely sound, they've really helped us out. But we are missing one of them because they're not got it in stock. But that means we can have the nice Schroff harnesses in, which these are absolutely beaut. I'm not going to try because this is not set up for me. But yeah, really happy how all this fits and looks exactly what we expected. So I think the next job is to let Toby loose, sorting the suspension out. It shouldn't take him too long, I wouldn't have thought. I think we'll do the suspension struts and the roll bars, and then we'll have to see how much camber we've got and see what we need to do on the rear for the arms and stuff like that. So hopefully this video's been going on for weeks and weeks now, so I'm sure I've missed some stuff, I'm sure I've repeated myself, and Danny's got a job on to edit this. But yeah, anything you need or want to buy, it'll be in the description. If you're looking there, click on the vehicle spec and have a look. It might be links to somebody else's website, or it'll be a link to products on our website. But yeah, can't wait to get this back out on track. Now the DPF's gone and that's not causing any problems. So yeah, see how we go on.